There we go. Hitboxes in this game are a thing. So we'll just make sure that auto drop. So auto drop should be turned off. That is the way we like it. So we'll drop that. We'll fold that up. We will head to the next field, route 135. First get through the quagmire. We'll head down to the bottom field. We'll start with wrapping down there. Storm comes in, we'll send him straight away to the fence track that you can go and start mowing with that. Once he gets about halfway through, we'll get him to tell us that he's about halfway through. We'll mind you should hopefully tell us once he starts doing it that he's about halfway through. But for this game you never know. So we'll start wrapping. Because bills aren't going to make us any money until they're wrapped. Then store them somewhere. We can get easy access to them. So that bill is going to take off for us, so we'll just let's just like that and drop it. Also, if we had the wrapper that flips it onto its half, I wouldn't be that fast. That's one of the well, that field there was the worst because it literally slopes in two different directions. This one's not too bad, but it does slide away. So we're just going to make life easy for the lifting point of view. Just bring the lift and wheel out of the bottom corner. Put there. Makes life a bit easier in the long run. We'll head down the bottom of the field. And we'll wrap this field. There's nothing stopping us from just knocking it into touch with the front wheel. Come on, game. Why you being noob of a game? So I think we are going to have to bring some wrap down for this. This feels either going to empty our wrapper or it's going to leave us with very little left. Okay, so that's fine. You know, we get another bit of wrapping up. That's ideal at that point then. So we'll just pull that up. So we've still got around about 6,000 metres left. So we've got enough that should do the last Irish fields. Obviously the other one's going to be headed for hay. So the bottom field's going to be field 2, 3, 5 is going to be our hay field. Just because it makes life a wee bit easier for doing that. So that's the field we can sell, yeah, rails we sell straight off the field. So that will generate us some income. There'll probably be one bale we'll need to wrap and we'll need to lift. Then that's fine, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to put the header on the back of 135. We'll head down to 2, 3, 5 and grab and obviously head that field. So I'm just going to leave the wrapper here. This is where we find out we don't actually have wrappers and yeah. I do like track with a good turning circle. So what do we do with the Ted? Where do we put Teddy? The Teddy is in the shed. So we'll grab our Teddy. We'll take our Teddy with us in the tractor. There we go. Grab Teddy. We'll take Teddy with us. You can't really Ted a field without a Teddy. Imagine a Ted or Teddy. Yeah. Head to the far field. So we'll get this one tied at the same time as the far field. We'll get the field opened up with the rake door, get the rake at the same time. Head to open field. So in through the gate, get them folded down. Start home run. Get active. Very slowly start heading out. Probably not the best of tractors in the world to use. It's probably a wee bit on the slow side, but it's fine. We probably should be using the 690 for this. After all, it does have a little bit more power under its bonnet. But frankly, how often do we actually use the 135 on all of our game saves? How often is it? Not very often we get to use something as iconic as a good old 135. Because we do have the 240 on Green Hills. So oh yeah, we might have a surprise for you guys later on tonight. So you'll just have to stay tuned to see what's happening later on. If you want to come and join us on the server, feel free. If you want to subscribe to the channel, even better. If you want to like, feel free. If you want to share a link to any of the content here on the channel, whether it be to friends, family, enemies, co-workers, feel free. It is at the end of the day helping the channel out, and we'll take any help we can get, even if it's a 1 from 5. I quite like the 135s. I don't like trees. Especially the ones that just move in front of your camera. So yeah. No. So the 135 is probably going to need a hallway once it's finished heading. Yeah, I think we're going to go and get the 690, unfortunately. This Taylor is a little bit on the big side for this. Just saying. So let's get to the end of here if we can. Might actually be a job to drop those instead, but who knows. We will cross that oil patch when we get to it. So let's knock PTO off. Let's disengage that. We're going to get 690. Okay. I've had better places for tractors to break down. Guys, our tractor's dead. Okay. Storm! You broke my tractor. So, I'm only joking, guys. We did get it stopped though, kind of. So, let's take it all, let's take it up to the top. We'll grab stacks of mine. Jesus Christ. Grab the 690. We'll take it to the Teddy. Yeah, maybe it's drop those. Yeah, where's 690? Abandon the 135 there for the time being, not near the roll right away. So we'll abandon it there. We'll take this unhitch. And we'll take this for the Teddy. Hopefully this is a little bit more power. Don't get me wrong, the 135 did perform better than I thought it was going to perform. Just wasn't. It didn't have the get up and go, shall we say. This one should have. should be okay for fuel. Throw it in reverse. Goes into that like that. Can we go forward, please? Off that and get that turned on. And away we go! So it is doing a better job than the one. Like the 135 was a little bit of a this still looks tight, but yeah, she's done her job. So if you want to come join, feel free. We do have a mowing contract or baling contract needs to be done. We do have a faint track for it. So it's currently at the job site just now. But we'll get this done. If nobody wants to come and join us, then we'll go and do it ourselves. But our stuff takes precedent. Because obviously we're in here on our own. So yeah, we'll have to make most of what we're doing. So we'll get this done, we'll get raked up, both wheels raked, and then probably going more. We're going more appliance field. Then come back here, bail. Actually, we need to tidy over there with Ted. We'll come back here, bail. Head back over there, probably roll up or bail, whatever needs to be done. And we can then lift their bales and take them to their sell point. So for doing that, we'll probably use the New Holland. I'll probably park the New Holland. If the John Deere's big enough and fast enough, then it can extend instead, but I'm not doing that. So yeah, she haven't worked out the New Holland's my tractor, so. So I think there's is it 2 streams tomorrow in Farm Sim. Not sure what it says on YouTube. I know James Farm one of them. Hold on, let's jump to YouTube. Oh, jump to YouTube because then that way I've a better idea what's going on. Let's go back to there. Yeah. So we're down for 2 streams tomorrow, both of them is Jenna's farm. Right, okay. So both of them are starting up with maps, games. Also, we've got late night live stream tomorrow and on Saturday. So over the next 3 days, we have 8 live streams. Yeah. Now you know where I took Monday off, guys. So we'll jump back to OBS just so that's my next tab. So I made myself tired just thinking of doing 8 live streams in 3 days. It could be worse, it could be 9. It could be 9 live streams. Chances are we might do something Saturday mid-afternoon. It all depends on how I'm feeling and what my internet's like. If my internet is behaving itself, then we will jump to Twitch. We'll have a live stream over on Twitch. As much as I hate jumping platforms, I think we should have a live stream on Twitch. What we'll be playing, I do not know. Yeah, I actually don't know what I'm going to do that. We might do Euro Truck. Actually, we can't because it might interfere with our Let's Play on YouTube, so we won't do that. Flashing Lights. I'll download Flashing Lights again and we'll play Flashing Lights. I don't think there's any other games I would really want to play. I'll see what other free ones I've got on my wish list and we'll have a look and see what we can do. It's either that or yeah, Flashing Lights. Let's go Flashing Lights. See if it's been updated to the point where it's a decent game. So yeah. We want obviously we will not be bringing Flashing Lights back to YouTube. It's really not practical. So that'll be Saturday afternoon. So we're bouncing that from around about 2:30, 3 o'clock. And yeah, then we'll get a cup of coffee, jump over to Twitch, get OBS signed into Twitch, and get the stream up, get the intro going. If you want to join us, Flashing Lights, by all means, feel free. At the minute it's Flashing Lights. I will make you aware probably tomorrow night what our Twitch live stream is going to be on Saturday. Yeah, so I'll make an announcement probably around this time tomorrow night, or I will repeat my decision if that makes sense, and come up with something else in the morning. That just gives you guys time to download any game if it's an MP game we're going to be playing. If you don't already play it, you own it. I'm not saying go out and buy it. If it's not something you're into, don't waste your money like that. I am yeah, I am tempted to do Emergency Call though. Yeah, Emergency Call 112. Nah, flashing lights is slightly better than Emergency Call because obviously we get the different calls and all that. So if we do it, we'll do it properly. We'll do it with MP. Depending on what games I like. So we'll be on that for a good 2 or 3 hours on Twitch. So that's that field done. So we'll get our arms on our teddy folded back up. We'll take Teddy back to its shed, Teddy back to bed. We'll then put this back in the rake, we'll roll up both fields. We'll then jump over to the fence, mow whatever field it is that needs done for the contract, and take it from there. So I will sit down probably Monday and go through our maps on FS22 and see which ones we can move about, because obviously we no longer have the Australian map of that Yarra Valley. So Tuesday, I've got 2 streams really that we're not doing anything with now. One of them will be Court Farm. The other one will probably be something else. Elm Creek, that's it. Mind blank. I'm in 2 minds whether to do a live stream the video series or whether just to do it as a video. So it went up today. We had a wee play about on setup. So it went out this morning. For anyone who missed it, go and check it out. So yeah, go and check the realistic survival roleplay series out if you missed it this morning. Highly recommend you going to watch that. Not right at this time because you should be watching this live stream. So in between streams, you should go and catch up with the content at what you've missed. I know I'm not making it easy for people who work through the week by keeping caught up with what we're doing, but they're only a couple hours in length, 4 hours. um, but you've got your weekends, you can sit and watch evenings, just tell your partner instead of watching a film, you're watching this wonderful performance. Just make sure you duck fast enough if they give you a slap. um, but yeah, yeah, it's probably better. You're probably better watching this than watching a film anyway. Um, nope, I'm not even going to say it. Oh, should I? Yeah, what I was going to say is you're probably better watching this than watching it on Netflix. Uh, sorry. Um, or Amazon or anything like that. You can watch what you want to watch. At the end of the day, yeah, I do appreciate the people who tune in on a regular basis, even to watch this. The mods that I have to put up with my sense of humour. Mind you, I do have to put up with one of the mods, the sense of humour. So yeah, okay. Um, a mod talking of that Z mod. Z mod modded for me once this week. I think it was the beginning of the week. It was a Tuesday modded for me. And that was it. Tuesday, Wednesday. And he hasn't actually been back in chat. He's been in game with us a couple of times, but he actually hasn't been problem on it. He sent us a few messages at the end of one of the live streams later on. Is he not it? Oh, I can't remind. But anyway, what I was going to say something. Yeah. No, can't remember what I was going to say. If you want to come and join us, feel free. It wasn't that, don't worry. If you want to come and join us, feel free. We are on FS22 in-game server, multiplayer server, multi-room, whatever you want to call it. We are on MP. We haven't added any mods to this map. All the mods we have been adding recently elsewhere are MP compatible. So we're in pretty good with our mods recently. Storm's quite handy if you're coming in and testing the map. Mods and that out for me for MP. I haven't heard tell for him for we win, so let's try and check Discord. He has sent me a message, but never actually came through. Okay. So let's jump back to the game. We'll have a pop at the same time. Sorry. I don't know why I'm tired. I think it's because I'm cold and not really in the best mood. If you know, you know. I just, I had a vision of, telling somebody to take a break to rake, um, yeah, a grass field into rows, and them actually taking a garden rake. That's literally where my head just went. Yeah, that would actually be a good an apprentice test, wouldn't it? Like actually giving your apprentice a garden rake and telling them to go and rake the grass field up for silage and telling them they've got an hour to do it. Um, and seeing what they say to you. They probably if it happened to me, I would probably turn around to tell them to fuck off. Um, but you do get it, you do get managers and employers who like to do that kind of thing. Mm, colleagues and all that. If it's done out of, for a bit of fun, for both of you to have a laugh, it's fine. If it's done to bully you and make fun of you, it's not good. You shouldn't be doing that. Um, it's not fair on you. Um, but yeah, No, we've got to fold the rake up, go through a gate, just unfold it again. So yeah. Storm's on his farm. He's no dedication to the channel whatsoever, has he? Can't get the staff. You just hate trees. I've just jumped out to Discord just as Storm's actually sent me a message, so I'm just going to wait until he sends me this message. No, it's right. So he said he was on a farm. I asked him which farm. Is it the Laggy Farm at Elm Creek? He replied, no, it's Farm 2, some you build. So we'll just send him a message back saying okay. So I think we're going to have a wee change to today's plan. Finish doing this field, and then we're going to go and tally Lucky's Dom's farm. See what's happening over there. Hopefully he's not lagging that map out with all his fucking bales. But yeah. If he is, we'll just come back here. Actually, you know what? We're going to have his nose just now, so we'll save this. Also, we need to quit. Pardon you, channel. Connecting, please wait. Waiting for host exception. Storm. No, my luck, within the 2 minutes it's taken me to jump from ours game to this one, he's probably fell asleep because he's very, very good at that. Storm, wake up. Dearie me. We should have stayed on our map, it was easier. So I've sent him a message going, accept, wake up, WAKEUP. IAWAITING. KNOWSPAMINGYOU. Oh dear. So basically, long story short, I've sent a message saying, wake up. I know I'm spamming you. Um, because I want you to wake up. We're still waiting, guys. So I'm just sitting one back to say, time's up. I'm not joining you now. So we will go back to doing what we were doing before. So if you want to join, feel free. As you can see, we are on the server. We have no password, so you can come and join if you please. Unless your name's Storm. I'm only joking, Storm. You can join if you want. That is if you're awake. You can come and join if you want. If you're awake. Oh dear, what could the matter be? Driving sim so tired. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting for this game to load? $95%. We are on Ballysprings. If you want to join us, feel free. All the mods that we use on this series are all MP compatible. So you might get a surprise around 10 o'clock. We might do something. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, well, too bad. See if he's actually woke up. Nope. Oh dear. I know all I'm going to get in about an hour's time is ping, 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 ping. Yeah. And it'll be because I've spammed him, he can then spam me. Sorry, Storm, it doesn't work that way, mate. You'd actually just sent me a message about a minute before I sent you the exact message. It's even by your standards, that's a very fast tip. So, technically, it's no excuse. So he's just not behaving himself very well. Also, at the minute, we don't have a folder for this series on Discord. I will get it on there at some point. I just haven't been in the best mood this or best place this week. A few things that's been going on. So that's it, we'll get this field raked up, no, rolled up. We'll then jump to do the contract. We'll mow that, and we'll then double check to see if it's a styles contract or hey, I'm top of my head, I think it's a styles contract. So it'll just be a case of raking up after the mow, and then baling, wrapping with transport. So when we transport, we more than likely use our New Holland track. So I was doing it. Somebody else can do it. Might go into his New Holland. Fail on that, we get the John Deere. Fail on that, if they want to drive the thing, might as well use somebody else's diesel and our diesel. So obviously, if somebody else is failing, they need to make sure they get every single bit because it's a contract. We all know what the contracts are like in FS. They're a little bit hit and miss at times. So that's, I would say, pretty much for this field. As raked up as it's probably ever going to be. Yeah, it's good enough. Good enough for me. So let's get folded up. Let's get this back to the yard. We'll then jump over to the farmer's tractor and we'll mow his field for him. As far as I'm aware, let's just check the contracts and see what's actually happening. So it's a baling contract that's active. Mow 182, then bale the grass, wrap it to make silage, then take bales to biogas, the BGA. So that's 11 grand we're getting out of that, so it's not to be sniffed at. It's actually quite a good paying job, considering. So I hope it's a combi baler because it's faster. Knowing my luck, it's not going to be. I think it is. I think it's a Fendt combi baler that it's gave us. So we can, if it is, we can do 150 bales. So just put this back in the silage pit. Just out of the way. Obviously, we'll get all the stuff washed eventually. Might be a job for Storm. So let's jump over to the Fendt so you can see the setup we got. It's a little bit muddy. I could have washed the tractor before we gave it to us. So we did put the four-wheel drive system on it because we got stuck coming round. So we'll just make sure that everything's enabled as it needs to be. So 1, 2, start. Zoom out. Makes no difference at the minute because of course everything's got to we'll cut as much as we've got. We'll cut as much as we possibly can. Yeah. There. So we'll get the moment underway. Do our best not to miss anything. I know it's not easy when we down corners and all that, but I don't really want us missing bits if we can help it. So it's a good yielding crop, it's better than ours, but we are only cutting ours again because we really could do with the money. We want ours to get to this height next year, so we might want to get 2 cuts out of the field next year. But yeah, chances are we're going to get a good amount of bales off it, and hopefully we'll get a bonus for it as well. So one of the things this is going to be a pain is there's a tree technically in the middle of the field. What is more than likely going to cause us a nightmare. Boost to help tidy that up a wee bit. Obviously I can't remember what size of rake the farmer's given us. But the fact that they're giving us a big tractor like this, well, what was it, 724? It's big enough, isn't it? We'll see, you know, we'll see what happens at the end of the day. Not really a field I would want to bail in real life. It's a little bit steep, but each their own. And hopefully it isn't going to be bailing. Just at least that way it gives us a little bit of protection. Makes life a wee bit easier. It's even easier if you don't miss any bits. Mind you, that could be why Storm didn't come in to do this today. We did say to him last week that he'd be doing this. So, obviously scared that he would miss too many bits and we would just be starting. So, yeah. Failing that, he's got the memory of a sieve. Sorry, a goldfish. Yeah. So I was doing a goldfish impression. Contract on field 182 is 10% completed. Good for me. It's a pain about that bloody tree. That tree is going to piss me off. If this was our field, that tree would be firewood. Literally, it would be firewood. Power up! No power up. Reverse. Tidy, 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 feels cool. No idea what that tune was. But yeah. We'll keep moving. More you go. Nope, more you feel. Dee dee dee. If you know that tune that was known to myself, then yeah. Don't know if you're actually able to hear it properly through the stream or not, but yeah. Oh, pull back, would you? Shit. Green fucking heap of shit of a tractor. Yeah. Tiny bit of front stone into your head. Took me a while to look at what that actually was for some of that one. Yeah. Ever get this feeling I'm slightly bored? nobody in chat. There's nobody in the game with me. I don't know why I bother sometimes. Let's check Discord. No, Storm's sleeping. No, he has actually replied to me. Crying, laughing face. I was on TV. I was looking on TV. Yeah, doesn't fucking surprise me. I am horny. What? Laughing, 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 laughing. Wake up. I am awake. Unlike you, I am streaming. But you, oops, wait, know that it's if you were modern. So, we'll continue doing what we're doing. Because there's not really anything else we can do apart from doing what we're doing. So, throw it in reverse. Smack mower off the train. Bang down. Try and get a bit of mist. Reverse back. Now it's a case of going up and down the field. Yeah, I've missed a bit, but it's actually just a couple of bits of grass. I'm not worried about it. Literally, it's just a wee bit of grass we missed that time. It's not a big chunk, so I'm not that concerned. Basically, I'm not going to lose that much out of it. But yeah, we'll just keep going in circles. I'm going to make you guys dizzy, that's the plan. No, I have to make myself dizzy first. As he said, okay. That I always know to say, okay. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel, like the live stream. If you want to share any content here on the channel, feel free. And if you want to send a message, feel free. Whatever you choose to do, I don't really mind. As long as you are respectful. So that was mid-pop. I was trying to say all that. So yeah. I will at some point record all that, have it on a button, and just spam you with it every 15, 20 minutes. Could be worse. Could have subscribe right smack bang in the middle of the screen, couldn't I? This ain't going anywhere until we get 500 subscribers. Subscribe. Yeah. If you want to help the channel out, feel free. I'm not twisting your arm. If you don't want to help us out, technically you wouldn't be here, would you? So, no idea what we're doing on Jonas Farm tomorrow. Let's been another one that's been a little while since we've actually played that. Probably. Can't remember if we're doing silage or what we're doing. But yeah, we'll get there at some point, won't we? Can I get all this in one palace? Yes. Let's not. What we want is all the offset, not control. Just then back down if it actually does what it's called. Actually, no. I actually the real one's down manually. So what we'll do is we'll just put the motors somewhere out of the way. Don't ruin them back to the shop, don't think. So we'll leave that sitting there. Jump to that. It is a combi pair we've got, and it's one of these. Style rakes. So, actually, in fact, what we will do is we will take this apart, because we're going to have to at some point anyway. So, we'll turn Noddies on. We'll just reverse out, go this way. I do believe it's slightly easier. So, we'll jump in the cab, make life a wee bit easier for us. We'll go past Storm's house. Don't know whose car that is, but I think it's seen better days, don't you? Damned walkers. Anyway, we'll just follow the road. Some calves in that field. Some station. Oh, we have 1, 2 that are moving, 3 moving. Yeah, I was just about to say some stationary calves. So yeah, it's always a viable bet. How much it is, I don't know. You can obviously buy it, which is nice if you want calves. So yeah. You just need to watch out for silly walkers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop probably the rear motor off here. It just means it's a wee bit easier for us to find our way back. I'm not going to drop it off here, I'm going to drop just the road here. Drop it off here, out the way. Handy marker. Turn off once we get to the rear door. Now, as far as I'm aware, I can go this way. Over the bridge. I think I'm going the right way. I'll put it this way, I hope I'm going the right way. Am I going the right way? I am going the right way. That's fine. We do like it when we go the right way. It just makes life so much easier. Turn the lights on this one, what happens? Nothing. So the event that we've got over on our Elm Creek series is a slightly better tractor. So another thing we do is we jump to that. We are going to put it outside this person's front door. Just like that. Oh, it's a handy marker, isn't it? Turn off. Turn off when he gets demolished. That's just affecting now. Track now, so it makes no difference. It's just would be slightly easier if it's rather come back to the baler. I will spawn netting that onto it, so we're not wasting our stuff. Anyway, let's feed the dog. Can we actually feed the dog? Doesn't look like we can. We can pick the ball up. Ah, wardrobe. Okay, clothes shop. Yeah, okay. That's a bit of a. When she gets some more turned on. Ballysprings GAA1 coming soon. What? No idea. Yes, it's on the map. We will see it at some point. So the only thing we can do now is follow the road back to where we came from. So we've got I don't think we'll get bailing and wrapping of this live stream. It's probably going to be next week now before we get that done. We will be on Jen's Farm tomorrow. We also have another series on No Man's Land, it's kind of survival challenge kind of thing. We might do that in the morning, possibly. Yeah, we'll do that in the morning. We'll go to James Farm in the afternoon. Over the bridge and right. Next time we're back at the shop, we'll put a lottery ticket on, so that will cost us around about £3. Next time we're back at the shop. So just here is. Oh yeah, I've remembered to put the tyres down now. So we'll head down here. Really a road you'd want to come down the dark, how's that? Especially when there's people walking in the middle of the road that don't pay attention. We'll get into field, we'll see what the settings are for. Well, I say we'll get into field. Let's put a 4-wheel drive on, might help. This might be fun. No. Well, it's going to be fun trying to get in here with the bale trailer. Trees growing as trees. So it pushes it all to the left. Is that what we want to do? I guess we could go round in circles and just have big heat. the other options we've got. Right. And middle. We'll go with it's probably the nicest option for us. So we'll try and reverse the course of the gates as close as we can. Get that dropped. We'll go in this direction. Just a wee bit wider than the moor setup that we had. It's not a bad thing. As long as it's suitable for the baler, I don't really mind. It's quite handy having something picking up 3.5, sometimes 4 rolls. But yeah, it's one of those lovely tasks that we just have to go and do. So if we had somebody in, we could tell them to bail behind us. Whenever we roll up, you bail. Just don't put the bales in a fucking road. And just take your time. But as we're doing it ourselves, I don't see us bailing and wrapping in this live stream. Obviously, we might have time to go and get stuff to bring it back. Here. Yeah. I remember this windrow in 17. Oh, what was the name? Was it Oak Hill? The map. I'm sure it was 17. Might have been in 19. Probably was in 19 actually. Was it 9? But I had this kind of windrow, and I had it set so it was pushing off one of the sides, and I went around the field in one direction and just pushed it into the centre. Well, actually, I was just thinking how big of a pile I could actually make. And yeah, it was actually quite a big pile I made at the end. It was a pain in the arse to clean up, but I managed to do it. But I think that was before any more videos or that, so I don't think there's any footage of it. What makes me think it was probably 17. So we will head around again in this direction once we get lined up properly. So here we go again. Whether or not we get round to the top of the tree, I don't know, but we'll give it a few goes. Try. I had a feeling it was going to catch some of that. Might catch some here as well. It's fine, it's not the end of the world, I guess. That fucking tree is a pain in the fucking arse. Literally. We'll do another head on round and then we'll start going up and down the field. Don't think we can cut a tree down to own the land, unfortunately. Otherwise I would cut it down and despawn it out of place. Say if I own this field in real life, that's the first thing I would be fucking doing. Cutting that tree down. So the difference with this head-on is we are actually going to go in the opposite direction, because I need just to hit that tree just the right angle, to ensure that we get everything that we need to get. So get that down, make a start. I guess you could just mow and bale with the front mower and the baler on the back, but you'd probably be better one. It would probably take you a week to do it that way. So I'm going to go top side of 3. I should capture everything we want. Space reverse and bounce in a straight line. Take it in, turn it round, without completely overcooking what we're trying to do. And slightly controlled. We start again. Roll, roll, roll the grass. We just tidy the bottom up just by taking it in with us. To that's all about not being too greedy with the windrower. In that case, it's just going up and down the field. try and tidy it up the best we can. Not the easiest field to do, but we will manage it. My idea was that was going to kick round nicely. I don't think it is. Yeah, there was issues there. Just off that up. I wanted it to kick round nicely, just bring all that in. And it didn't want to play ball. So let's head over here. Should be not down there. Just plug this windrow as much as we can without nicking anything from it. Also lining it up as we come down the bottom now. Pick back one quite quick enough to catch that wee bit, but it's fine. There. Should be okay going up. Don't think we're going to interfere in any of the windrows either side of us. And yet we should manage to get all the grass at the top of the hill. Then it's just a case of going back down and hopefully getting what missed at the bottom. Take the rake back, grab the baler. Time we get back to the shop with this and then get back here. Might be wrapping up time. Well, actually, wrapping up time, wrapping the live stream up. Well, just have to wait and see. We might get a wee bit of baling done, we might not. So we'll just have to basically wait and see how we get on. So this is where this is handy. Control Y, what's control Y? We'll have it on right. turn it off, we'll lower it down just so we can see where it's going to go. That's actually kicked it further out than what we wanted. So we'll just up, try and grab as much as that as we possibly can. And lift it up and turn it off again. Pull round. Probably went left, not right. Oh, right, not left, I should say. We'll keep that in the middle. It's going to make life a wee bit easier because it's not turned on. We can actually lower it down. We can actually then see a wee bit better where it's going to make closest to start. So we jackknife that round like that. It should help us out. Now get it started. And basically just aiming up here. Let's say this is not the easiest of fields to do this in. So lift off, fold, and that's the field done. So we'll take the rake or windrower, whatever you want to call it, back to the dealership. We'll then grab the combi veil and wrapper combination and come back here and see what time it is. At 10 o'clock we do have a surprise for you again this week. Maybe, I don't know. Depends on what mood I'm in after all. So, because we're watching on, just knock the full drive off. And we will head. We'll watch out for the walkers. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to coming up this lane with the bale trailer. Everyone's probably easier. Might actually use arrows in the back of the New Holland. Yeah, we'll use arrows in the back of the New Holland. So that's pretty much the last time when come down here with Fent. Because at the end you can just tell the farmer to shut his Fent tractor up, it's fucking off. It's not really a brand of tractor I like, Fent. But my plan was this is going to be Storm's job, not ours. But Storm didn't come in today, so we've had to do it. So yeah, he's too busy playing with himself on his TV. Oh dear. So it is a bit of a trek even. Back to the dealership from here. Yeah. I've actually got a better idea for our realistic survival roleplay. Um, I think we're going to come on and do it on this map. So you actually get two series on Ballysprings. And the reason I want to do it like that is, oops, I've just named the wipers. So that was stupid. Um, yeah. So the reason I want to do it on here is I think I might actually have a better farm for us to actually do it on. It's still only going to be single player because of the mod, so we'll start off exactly the same. We'll start off, you'll get a live stream. We'll start off. We might possibly do it tomorrow early afternoon. We will do it tomorrow early afternoon. But you're not going to get it on YouTube, I don't think. We might do it on Twitch. What do we do tonight? Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it tonight. We'll do it at 10 o'clock. That's not where I left the ball, but here. I'm sure we put the ball beside the ball, not in the middle of the courtyard. So we'll just throw it at that no stone. So yeah, we'll go there. So what we're going to do is, so we're not wasting our net and wrap, we'll fill this. So the foil wrap that we're going to go with is going to be we'll go JCB because it's kind of orange colour. So we'll fill that up. Why is it saying that fill type 2? Net wrap. We don't want black. Vent, because it's a vent failure. Okay. Hasn't actually come that long. Curiously. So JCB. JCB. Okay, so it's saying the request for that. Okay. What I'm going to do then is we're going to buy I'm actually going to spawn some in. That's spawn some in through um, we've got Marcy Ferguson wrap. Not foil, net even. Okay, Kubota because it's orange. And they go to the shop. It doesn't really matter if okay. For it, it's fine at the end of the day. So we've got a net, we've got a wrap, happy days. 10-day wrap. Head this direction. So I do before we do what we want to do, I'm going to go and have a look at a farm. Farm I'm going to have a look at is a farm that I want to use for the survival roleplay. Don't get me wrong, Fairhead is a nice map. I do like it, but the yards are a wee bit on the small side, so they're not practical for what I want to do. So it's going to get really, really confusing because also we're going to have two series. We're going to have another map with two series on the same map. If that makes sense, because obviously No Man's Land we've got the challenge and there's farm, but you know they're both completely different setups. If that makes sense. And then obviously Ballysprings with this series and possibly the realistic survival roleplay. So obviously this one's MP, the other one's not going to be, because obviously the mods I want to bring in on it. That's where it's going to get confusing. Because we're going to jump in here with Storm and we're going to be like, oh, we've got, where's this mod? You know what I mean? But because we're not going to, we don't spend all week on it and all that, we should be okay, because obviously we're bouncing map to map. The MP ones, pretty much all the same mods that we use, because we know the mods together and be safe. Apart from the Elm Creek map, which is one we just added the additional mods to. I've added mods in there again. I think someone's been in since I've added those mods. So I've no idea if they actually work. Hopefully they do, because they were in the horseplay side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use flight mode in the construction bit. So we'll just turn ourselves around like that. Head down here to here. Obviously we do have the livestock market and all that here. But we want to go up on this road. We have more cars. Nice old TE20. But this is the farm here. This is where I want to start our survival roleplay. Because I'll drop down and we'll have all the cars reset. I just want to see what's up here. So that takes us into this field. It's a big field. Hopefully it doesn't come with this farm, because it is actually too big. So yeah. So I'm going to run in this direction. And that, obviously you've seen the road. Oh, wait. Can I actually get to the collectible? So that's just brought us in £1,000. We're not going to sneeze at that. Also, we're not on the mission to find collectibles. Obviously, if we do, we're more entitled to have them on this series. Obviously, on the realistic survival roleplay, we can't really. So that's the difference. So this would be a house if we do it that way. Realistic survival. The farm is both sides of the road, so we'll go this side first. Just see. So it's obviously a bigger farm. Is it no? Let's open the gate. So we're gonna have to buy it to be able to open the gate. That's fine. So, what it's probably going to mean that we can't actually consent the sheds. So these are these sheds. We should have option to turn the lights on though. Okay, it's one of those ones where you've got to press R. Some shed there. This will be the grain silo there since it's Nice tight map. We do like our tight maps. Diesel tank. Some more shit. Storage space. Garage. This for the silage pit, he thinks. Yep, silage pit. So we'll run all the way back around. So, head scratch moment. She's going to be tight, guys. I'm not going to lie. She's going to be tight, and then here we are. A silage trailer. So over at this farm, we'll go in this way round, I think. Jump the game. So this takes us up to what I'm guessing is going to be cattle, because obviously we've got silage pit. Manure heat. Soil on the other side. So let's head back this way. So we're not buying it for this series, we'll buy it for this survival way basically. I'm just having a look to see if it's suitable for what we want to do. So far, so good. It's reasonable what we want. I don't think this is going to be style shed. No, this. Yeah, it's suitable for what we want to do. No sheds. Another bale storage shed. So this setup is pretty much standard to what we've got at home basically. Extra sheds. If I'd known that we were getting as many sheds in this farm yard, we would probably start here. But if it actually got this words, this farm was here. Or how to get to this farm. So that's that. Okay, so also we'll jump in there, right there. So we'll just see what actually comes with this pot. Okay, so that big field does come with it. Because it makes no difference. So 80 does come with it. So we'd also buy 53 just for the walls and giggles. That field goes with it as well. So if we buy everything basically on that side of the water, obviously we're getting that as well. So we're buying that. So we obviously get the calves as well as the shed. What makes sense after all? If we were to go with that also, we just get that yard. It's not really what we want to do in that series. So yeah, we know what we're doing now. For survival challenge roleplay kind of thing. Realistic series. So we'll get that up to 150. Ready for next time. Don't do it now, I will forget. So we probably won't get any builds done today. But we'll get up there. So we'll come back on this map just after 10, not on this series, obviously. So it will be a new Let's Play kind of thing. Obviously the the realistic um, survival mode challenge thing. So yeah, I'll try and remember what we got on the last one. We could spice it up a wee bit and just say, look, this is the way we're going to do it. This is what we need. Yada yada yada. Also, we start off with the cars. We might decide to start off with some heifers as well. It is going to be single player because of the mods we're going to drag in to do it. Obviously, I can't do anything on the other, on the realistic mode unless we record or live. So it's going to be exactly the same as what it should be. The only difference is we are changing the map from Fairhead to Ballysprings. And that's only because I forgot that that map was that farm actually was actually there. I knew there was one that on the road, but I couldn't remember whereabouts on the map it was. So it will be a wee bit confusing for Storm because he'll expect to be able to get in. Right. So we'll leave that sitting there. If it wants to save, we'll let it save. I don't think it's going to want to save automatically, so we'll force save. We'll quit out of that right this second. So, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed the live stream, give it a like. If you want to share any of the content here on the channel with friends, family, co-workers, or even your enemies, feel free. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stay on FS minute, but I am going to bounce the live. Take two. Yeah, I'm going to bounce the live stream. I don't know where my brain was going with that first part of the sentence at all, but anyway, we're going to bounce the live stream, guys, because obviously it's a different series we're going into. So I'm going to throw the outro up. I'm going to hopefully mute my mic. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in a few minutes. Bye for now, guys. Bye. God damn it.